Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tamago. Tamago is an application that automates your social media. You can attach sources of truth, and Tamago will translate them into social media friendly posts ready to be published with a single click. Let's go ahead and see how it works real time. So you can reach this site on tamagosocial.dev. It's open to the public as well. And if you don't have an account, you'd go ahead and just click sign up and you'd be able to create an account. I already have an account, so we're just going to be logging into that. And we're going to see how we can get Tamago set up super in no time. Logging in, I'm going to go ahead and start restarting the tutorial. So welcome to Tamago. This is our home base. Let's get us set up. We can click setup and we'll be able to see our setup page. So there's only a few steps required where we can first start by connecting a GitHub repo. And when we click link new source, you can see that there's GitHub, and we're also going to be adding support for RSS feeds. Now, RSS feeds can be things like blogs, whether they're internal or external for companies. So if you're a company, you could add like your blogs where you're pushing new hires, new company-wide updates, and we'd be able to kind of fetch those updates and translate them to your social media immediately. For students, you can also add your GitHub, and we'll be doing that. So when I go here, I can just install the Tamago app on GitHub, and it's super easy, just adding it to my Tamago repository, just like that. You can see that now we have added it, install, boom, just redirecting. And it was just simple, super quick and easy, already done. As you can see. Next, let's see. Already connected. And now you can also add social accounts. So over here, if you click this, you can see there's LinkedIn, Blue Sky, which is kind of like a Twitter clone. We're using Blue Sky right now for testing just because X, formerly known as Twitter, their API is actually paid. So we're just using Blue Sky just to test it out. But we'll be adding support for X and Threads very soon. I've already added a LinkedIn account, so I'm just going to go ahead and click next. Over here, you can see the messages tab. You can click them to see where all our draft posts would appear. So just clicking it, you can see right now, no pending drafts, which commit to generate some. This is where they would show up as we get updates. Finally, we can go ahead and click our profile, and you can see that this is where all of our accounts and I guess information would be. Going back to the setup page, I'm just going to go ahead and show that if you click on the GitHub page, you can edit some settings. For example, a branch filter. Oftentimes we make a lot of branches and we make merge requests. We don't want to pick up updates from every single branch because a lot of them are just for like testing or they're kind of just like intermediary. They're not available to the public just yet. So you can go ahead and set a default branch only, and it'll only pick up from like the main branch or the master branch, simple things like that. If for some reason you do have more special needs, you can go ahead and click custom branches and enter in with comma separated patterns, other branch names. You can even use like a star wildcard, but for now, I'm just going to leave it on the default branch only. Going into the LinkedIn account, you can see that there are a lot of settings for this, including a personality engine where you can choose between 4 different preset tones, or if these are not up to standards, you can also create your own custom tone. Under it, there's also a style matcher where you can enter in up to 3 examples of previous posts, and this will help the generation kind of have a starting off point of how you want your post to look like. At the bottom, you can also see email notifications. I'm going to go ahead and set this to 1. So we're going to get emails sent to our account even if they're super minor changes. If you set it to 5, you're only going to get the drafts that are rated 5 out of 5 significance to your emails. But if you just put it at 1, we're going to be able to pick up everything and anything. I'm going to go ahead and switch this back to professional. And let's go ahead and save our changes. Boom, settings saved. Awesome. Now I've had the GitHub and LinkedIn. Let's go to our repository. This is the Tamago repository. And I've just really quickly just made a very small change, updating a README. This should be a very, very small change or update. So let's just go ahead and merge this in real quick. I really just removed a period, but let's go ahead and just see that, yeah, we can actually start picking up these updates. Well, you can see that we've already merged it in and it's going to be showing up in main. If we go into our messages tab, you can see if we just refresh as it loads in, here we go. Already we have gotten our draft ready for LinkedIn. And you can see that, well, it is ranked 1 out of 5, right? Very minor change. Usually this would kind of just be skipped away, rejected or deleted. This doesn't really matter. You're not going to post this stuff to LinkedIn, but just for the purpose of the demo, we're going to go ahead and look at this. You can see documentation is all this. This is getting context from your GitHub repository, from your commit, your merge request, everything. So it'll make sure that's how we make sure at Tamago that your drafts generations are very relevant. You can go ahead and just click approve and post, and it will post it immediately to your LinkedIn. Just to show the email as well, you can go ahead and see that if I refresh this, oh, here, actually it's already there. You see that I got an email as well. New LinkedIn draft ready, significance 1 out of 5. Putting it right there in the subject so you can just know to skip over it. But you can also see that if this is something you want to do, you can go ahead and just click approve and post straight from your inbox. You don't need to log in. You don't need to keep monitoring the Tamago web app once you set up everything. You can go ahead and just click approve and post, and boom. Once you do it, you can just click confirm, approve, and post, and there you go. It's been posted. I can go ahead to our LinkedIn that I've connected over here. Refreshing the page, you can see that there it is now. We've already posted this thing, and even though I'm working on a side project as a student, I'm really not telling anybody about it. I'm just doing my own thing, just trying to tinker around, figure things out. I can go ahead and push my updates to clients, to customers, to recruiters, to potential recruiters, anybody on my network. Anybody can see what work is being done, the consequence of that work, the significance of that work, all while I'm just working on my own repositories. That's the magic of Tamago. We're making sure that the work that you do is actually seen. That should be it for this demo, and I hope to see you guys later. Thank you.